What is up, boys? Hope you guys are doing good. So in this video that you're about to watch, I go over the exact roadmap for the challenge, right? In a way that is better than most webinars, because how many of you guys have sort of, when you attend a webinar, by the start of it, you've already known that they're gonna offer you some type of special offer at the end of the webinar. You already know that the host of the webinar is gonna pitch you something by the end of it. And you've seen all of the different styles of different webinars and you're sort of done with them. So by the end of it, you'll get the exact roadmap of the challenge. You'll get what to cover in day 1, day 2, day 3, or however long you want your challenge to last. You'll get the special offer that you could give on the challenge. You also get what does it look like after the challenge, right? After the challenge is over, how do you continue to scale up your education business? How do you continue to convert your audience into your consultancy, your education business? So if you want to scale your business up, watch till the end, because each step of the way, each segment of this video, it links to each other, right? So hope you guys enjoy, and I'll see you in the video. Bye-bye. All right, sweet challenge. I've seen, one of my previous mentors, he used to do like a 5-day challenge, and throughout the whole challenge, by the end of it, I've seen him do like 300K just from that week alone, from the offering, from the challenge, right? His package was like 10 to 15K people who bought it, and I was part of the one who bought it, right? And not only that, after the challenge ends, he released all of the challenge materials for free, and it was so valuable that he ended up cash collecting his record mine 600K in Q4 last year, right? And he's also a big fan of webinars, but when it comes to sort of a more leveraged way, more ideal way to convert your audience, a challenge is sort of a much more elegant way, a much more efficient way compared to webinars, right? So now the problem with webinars is that I feel like everybody's using it right now, right? Making it harder and harder to sort of stand out from the crowd. Okay, so while they still can be useful for sharing information, convert your audience into paying clients, too many people are doing the same thing, right? And your viewers, your audience, they're smart, right? They can see through the noise, right? They're tired of the same pitch, right? So the other day I was on Ben Bader and Pierre Curie's webinar, right? And 5 minutes into the webinar, like when they start 5 minutes in, I've seen the chat, some people say, offer me already. It's like they already know some offer is gonna happen. It's like they're not there to learn. For me, I've been in this industry for quite a while now, so I know what it looks like from the inside and outside, right? And so when I attend webinars, it's more so that I want to see what their copywriting looks like. How do they guide their audience to a point where at the end of the webinar, their audience is willing to pay them high ticket, right? And so I'm already familiar with that, and so I just want to see how it looks like, right? So often people will get the same pitch over and over again, and so they are pretty much bored, right? And your audience, they can sniff out your intention, okay? They're super smart. And the last thing is that people don't take action even after you shared all of the stuff that you knew would help them, right? Because information without implementation, it doesn't matter, right? So there are better ways to connect your audience and offer more personalized solution, which can lead to higher conversion rates, all right? So I want to introduce you guys to the webinar on steroids, which is challenge, which is a multi-day event where participants join and they can achieve a specific outcome, and the speaker can pitch the product at the end, right? So I'll show you guys the general roadmap, right? The different topics to talk on different day. What does the special offer look like? What happens after the challenge to continue to convert your audience? All of it will be shared in a bit, right? But as of right now, I want to show you guys sort of the general roadmap, right? So this is sort of quote unquote the general roadmap that we have, right? 3-day challenge, day 1, day 2, day 3. After each day, give them a homework, a micro commitment, right? And our whole goal with this is that we want to show them that it is probable. Let's say if you are a trading creator, trading influencer, your audience follow you they already know that it is possible to make money through trading. I mean, you're living proof of it, right? Let's say if you're ecom creator, you are a sort of YouTube automation trading sort of creator. You are the living proof. So they already know that it is possible. But sometimes, it's not normal for a human to go out there and make $1 million per year. It's not normal. The normal human being, they won't be even watching this video, right? They would probably clicked off by the start of maybe 3 minutes in, 5 minutes in, maybe even earlier, right? So if you're still watching to this point, maybe you have a goal to make $1 million per month. And to have this goal is not normal for a normal human being to say, shit, I want to make $1 million per month. If not, I don't know what'll happen, right? It's not normal. And so the whole goal is to show them that it is probable for them. It is probable for them to achieve the same thing as you did. Okay, so purchases 45K and private onboarding mentorship. This is sort of the general roadmap. And so what do we cover in day 1, day 2, day 3 is that, I talked about this in my offer video, which is that you see their current situation and you see their desired situation. Between that gap, there is what's called a golden gap. And between the gap, there's different skill sets that they do have to learn in order to bridge the gap between where they are now and where they want to be. And so you want to identify each skill sets, and on day 1, maybe cover skill set 1. Day 2, cover day skill set 2 and 3. Maybe on day 3 and offer, teach the skill sets for in depth, all right? Give out value for free. Expect nothing in return, all right? This is the mindset you sort of want to have. So the main objectives with this challenge that, is to show them it's probable for them to achieve the same thing. Okay, that is why homework at the end of each day is so valuable. Let's say if you're an e-com creator, on day 1 you could show them how to find a winning product. On day 2, the homework is that how to set up a store and the funnel, the design, the copywriting, all of those. On day 3, that is where you offer them your mentorship because they've committed to finding a winning product. They've committed to setting up a Shopify store. Now, they just have to, buy a course, buy a mentorship to scale you further, to work with you in order to scale further, right? And the next thing is also reciprocity principle, right? For me, little note here, but for me, it's like I don't feel confident into pitching something that I've not put work into developing, all right? Something that I like to pitch, the results has always been what I've cared about since the start of my entrepreneurship, since the start of my real estate agency. I only care about one thing, which is results. How can I produce results for not only me, my team, but also my clients? Okay, so when you have not put work into developing something, improving the product, I feel like it's not in your best interest, not in my best interest to pitch my audience. Okay, but next thing is also you want to stand out from the webinar crowd, right? So a good story I could give is that sort of 2 years ago, I was still running my real estate agency and we were building out cold calling departments, hiring talent, vetting talent, training talent, putting talent into real estate agencies' businesses and building up their cold calling departments so that they can call more people and close more deals, right? And so one of our biggest competitor, sort of the biggest real estate agency in the space at that time was Estate AI. So it was ran by, Jared Curry, Matt Shields, and I forgot the other business partner name, but they were one of the biggest. And so one of their main client acquisition style is sort of through paid ads. And I remember one day when they push out the ad, I was like, when I saw it, it was like, all right, it is game over. They're gaining all of the market share. Why? Because they're putting a 1% extra effort that the 99% of the competition is not willing to put in. They've invested into, they hired rappers, they hired producers to produce song that sings and calls out the real estate agents' pain points. And that went super viral. Even people are sharing from real estate agents to real estate agents. It's like, it went super viral. And it's like when you hire people and the ad takes a month to produce, edit, and publish, it's like you immediately stand out from the market because 99% of your competition, they're not even willing to hire a rapper to sing a song to record an ad, right? Even me, I don't even dare to back then, right? For now, I've seen what taking risks can reward to, so maybe I would, right? But anyhow, moving on. Different topics of day 1, day 2, and day 3, right? So day 1 is where that we build out their foundational knowledge, right? The key fundamentals, the beliefs that they need to have in order to succeed in your business model. Would it be trading, e-com, YouTube automation, you name it. So on day 1, only focus on delivering foundational knowledge that your audience needs to know in order to achieve the goal, the beliefs that they have to have internally, right? This is where we set the groundwork for everything else they'll learn. Okay, so teach the critical concepts or principles that are essential, that are crucial. Provide a higher level overview of the steps required to achieve success in, say, trading, fitness, say, YouTube automation, all that good stuff. Okay, and give actionable insights that they can implement immediately to start seeing a small win. Okay. And the key objectives of day 1 is to help your audience understand the importance of having a solid foundation and have them start thinking about how they can apply this knowledge in their own situation, right? And the belief shift that they have to have is that they have to start reset how they think about success, how they think about achieve what they want, their goals, okay? Because if you believe that you are capable for more, it's like your action would sort of aligns with what you believe. And so when your action aligns with what you believe, it's a matter of time where the feedback loop kicks in. So I'll give you an example. For you, you believe that you are someone who's fit, someone who's healthy. You believe that you're someone who's capable of making millions of dollars per year, each year, maybe each month, right? So since you believe you're fit, you go to the gym. Since you believe that you are someone who wants to make $1 million per year, even per month, you start reading books, you start consuming knowledge, you start acting in a way that your future you that has already that goal acts. Right? So it's a matter of time where you see the feedback loop after the action of what you believe. Okay? But moving on, day 2 is where we share the advanced strategies. On day 1, we already covered all of the key fundamentals, the foundation, the most important thing that they already have to know. So day 2 is where we go a step further and show them the advanced strategies that you have not shown anywhere. Okay, maybe this is skill set 2 and 3. Okay, the content is to dive deeper into a more advanced strategies or techniques that will help participants take their progress to the next level, right? The goal here is to give them insights or methods that they might not have been exposed anywhere before, right? You want to sort of shock them in terms of, holy shit, this is hella valuable. I cannot believe I'm on this call, right? This is sort of the shock that you want to sort of give your audience, right? Share high-level strategies or processes you've used or taught others that have been proven to work. And as well, give them something immediately that they can start implementing, that they can start seeing results, okay? Now, the key objectives of day 2 is to help your audience understand that there are levels to mastering this craft, okay? And with the right strategies, they can reach those higher level much easier, much faster, okay? The belief shift on day 2 that they have to have is that with the right strategy, with the right beliefs, with the right technicalities, they will have a clear path to success. And you, the creator, have the framework to get you there. So the value delivery that we want to provide on day 2 is that we want to build trust just by showing them you are providing real value and not like other guys who just host a webinar just to convert you at the end, right? You want to show them the practical steps they can use immediately, give them free value that can be quote unquote life-changing to them, okay? And then last but not least, day 3 is the accountability, right? The topic could be accountability, and the content of day 3 is to focus on the execution, right? Emphasize the importance of having the right systems, technicalities, and accountability to actually achieve the results, right? Teach them how to, maybe create a plan. Teach them how to stay accountable or, stay on track, right? Share insights on how things are like with you on your mentorship community and what it looks like by having a support system. Now, this is super important because when you're explaining this part, you don't want to pitch that these are what I have inside my mentorship. You don't want to pitch it that directly. You sort of want to plant a scene inside their head that, okay, this is what it looks like inside of this creator's mentorship. Wow, maybe I should invest. All right. And so the key objectives of day 2 is to help your audience see the execution is the most critical piece of the puzzle, right? And then success is all about putting everything into practice, action, information, then implementation, then action. Okay. The belief shift that they have to have is that without the right technicalities and accountability, the right blueprint, it is easy to fall off track, and no matter how much knowledge you have, it doesn't matter. Okay, so those are day 3. Now, after you finish providing value of day 1, day 2, day 3, let's go into the offer pitch. Okay, now that you have provided immense value over the last 3 days, it's time to transition to the offer. Now, when you transition, of course, you want to make your intentions super clear, right? For example, me right now, I'm filming a sales asset to provide free value. My intentions is also to make money, right? I want to make my intention super clear. I'm not here for charity, but maybe in the future, I'll go into it. But as of right now, we're gonna dial in the financial side first, right? So acknowledge the free value you have given and how your audience has now the foundations, strategies, and tools to start making progress and start seeing some wins on their own. But you also want to emphasize that without the right guidance, without the right support, without the right blueprint, it's easy to lose momentum, right? Because entrepreneurship is sort of a dark, lonely path, but with the right network, it can be fun, right? I explain why this is why you've created your mentorship program, right? To provide your audience, to provide participants with the personalized help, community, and accountability, the right blueprint they need to stay on track and achieve their goal. Okay, so the price point could be easily 4K, 5K high ticket offer. And as for the special offer for those who buy on the right away on the end of the challenge, and so the special offer I suggest you guys do is to offer a special group call only for people who buy on and during the challenge, right? So the position of this call could be, this call is a private, it won't be recorded, it won't be published anywhere on your socials, on YouTube, anywhere, no, right? And when you position it off that way, it's like your audience know that, okay, I will get direct access to you for, personalized advice and insights. And so this special call would happen maybe 3 hours, an hour after the finish of the challenge. And with this call, anyone that buy has the opportunity to hop on a group call and ask you questions directly. Okay. And another bonus you could add is that maybe offer an additional one-on-one call or exclusive resource for those who take immediate action. Okay. We want to reward those guys that take fast action. Okay. So now, after the challenge, after we've cash collected, hopefully 80K, 100K plus, what does it look like? How do we even convert the rest of my audience? Okay, so right after the challenge ends, send a follow-up email sequence to attendees who didn't purchase the mentorship, right? Reiterate the value that they've learned, reiterate the value that you have given to them, remind them of the offer, right? And maybe include a sort of limited time bonus or urgency. So this one could be a, let's say, price increase in X days. The recording of the challenge would be down in X days, right? And so after the X days is over, could be 3 days. So after the 3 days is over, completely shut down the challenge and switch back to the regular VSL to book a call funnel. Okay. Now this is where on the future, when people want to join your mentorship, instead of going through your challenge, push them to watch the VSL for the recap of your mentorship and allow them to book a call if they're ready for personalized help. So it's sort of like what the normal VSL to book a call funnel looks like, okay? Bonus idea, you could also segment the follow-up for warm leads, those who attend the challenge, versus cold leads, right? With slightly different messaging for each type of leads. Okay. So now remember how in the start I said that one of my mentor, he did like 300K the first week of the challenge. And then a month later, when he gave out all of the challenge immense value away for free, that month he hit a record month, 600K in his business. All right. Now he might be doing more, but that was his biggest at the time, right? So here's how he does it. How you can gain more eyeballs and convert people to join your education, consultancy business even after the end of your challenge. Okay. My idea is that you want to release the recorded challenge from day 1 to day 3 for free on YouTube, right? You could combine 3 days into one long video, or you could separate each day into different videos. Okay. Now, each video could end with a call to action to watch the VSL, which is the link in your YouTube description, which leads them to book a call into the funnel. Okay. Bonus idea. Remember how you have given out the free resources on the challenge? An idea I have is that, in order for your audience that watch the challenge for free onto YouTube that also want the free resource, they have to opt in with their email to get access to the resources, which brings more leads into your funnel, right? You get their phone number, you get their email, you get their name, all of those stuff. You can reach out to them. Your appointment setters can reach out, set the appointments from there, right? And so this is sort of what the whole challenge looks like, right? Hope you guys gained value for this. Let me know if this one was valuable in the comments below, right? So let me know what you guys think. Let's go the hard route instead of the easy, right, webinar, 60-minute webinar where your audience would know that you're gonna pitch something at the end. Let's go the hard route, right? Let's differentiate ourselves from the normal competition. Okay. And so, yeah, if you guys are still watching to this point, I'm super grateful. Let me know what you guys think. And as always, all right, so if you guys have been watching till this point, I'm super grateful. And as always, have an amazing day. Have a beautiful day ahead. Let's get dialed in, and see you guys later. Bye-bye.